Our war versus Bitcoin 49% here. I was looking over some of these, which ones I wanted to show for the recap and everything, and well, it was just a lot of great attacks. So it might be a little bit longer than usual video. Trying to get in as many of these attacks as I can. As you can see, we had 17 3-star attacks. We only left one Town Hall 9 that was not 3-starred. And even though they 3-starred a lot of our bases, they just weren't able to keep up. You know, as far as you can see, average destruction almost 97%. So that's really good. So let's go ahead and get into our attacks. The Town Hall 10s, they did good at 2-starring their opponents, but there weren't any 3-stars, so I'm not going to show those. The first one I'm going to show you is Drix on their number 3. Noticing a trend here, I think, on every episode we're showing Drix. There's nothing wrong with that. Drix is always one of our all-star players here, and shows up for every single war. Looks here. Now this is kind of unusual on this base. Usually I see this as like a stoned attack, coming in from the side, from like the the 4 o'clock or whatever, and doing a surgical hog. But he actually went a little bit different route here, and really worked out well. I haven't seen anyone go with the shattered lava loon on this base. And actually there's one later where a couple people, I guess, on their team had the same bases, and another guy came at it with a cold-blooded. It's also really nice. Now he's getting that last hound to pop. It's right there, on his health, but that would have made cleanup a little bit faster. But you can see, all his other pups, it looks like none of them got touched after they popped, so made cleanup pretty quick here. Really nice job by Drix as always. Alright, I think the next one here, yes, Town Hall 10 came down to clean that one up. So we'll go on to J. Cruz. And yeah, this is the one I was talking about. J. Cruz comes in here with a cold-blooded attack. Really nice job there. It looks like that witch is just out of reach of that poison spell, and I think that's why his king wasn't able to get down that queen there. But his queen comes up clutch here, getting the queen just before she goes down. Not sure why he didn't come in going counterclockwise instead of clockwise here to avoid that sweeper. But who am I to say? Obviously it worked out. Brought home the 3-star pretty handily here. And I think, yeah, right there he does get that last hound to pop. So he's got plenty of cleanup. He's only got like 1 or 2 balloons left here, but all of his hounds pop, so he's got plenty of minions for cleanup there. Really nice job. I'm just gonna go down through here. I'm gonna try not to show anyone's replay twice, just to try to not make this any longer than I have to. We got Ace coming in here. Looks like he's doing a shattered surgical hog. I like the minions up top to go ahead and get that started. It looked like the poison spell was just a little bit off to the side. You can see that that witch just had a little bit of health left on there. That's one thing I do not like about like the new spells, is that their radius just isn't very big. Because I would really like to see, maybe start using less rage spells and use the new haste spell a little bit more or whatever. But he could have used a giant up top there. He sent those like 4 hogs at that cannon, those 2 archer towers. If he had a giant, they'd have taken them out, and then those hogs wouldn't have been able to backtrack, and he could have put that heal down sooner when the other group of hogs went over there. So he would have wound up with like 6 or 8 hogs left instead of just having 2 left on cleanup. So he's pretty lucky here. He's got his queen left for to help clean up. Otherwise, he'd have been really hurting with only 2 hogs left. So that's something to think about. Now, just bringing 1 or 2 giants in there would have definitely saved him, because like I say, he lost all 4 of those hogs that went in there to that cannon, just simply because he didn't have a giant. And then, of course, the group split off. The ones that had to backtrack, he kept those alive, and the ones that went on ahead, they just died. Alright, we got Heli on number 7. Heli comes in with a, what is this, a Goho Weeva? Pretty interesting attack. Oh, with some back end loons as well. Really nice job with the poison spell, getting everybody, getting that poison spell in a place where, takes out the majority of the troops. And actually, I'll show you in this current war, I use the poison spell as well, and how I prefer to use it to, I don't know, well, it'd be easier when I show you, so it'll be in like a video true after we do a recap on our current war. But the valks with that double jump there, whenever you're building a base, don't ever let anyone be able to jump into your core like that, because you can see that these valks are just running all over this base. They've destroyed like 80% of the base, just the valks alone. You got the queen, of course, walking off as she does now, and then from here you just got a few hogs and some back end loons. I'm not sure about the loons. I think I might have just stuck with either more hogs, I think, really just but of course you don't really know how it's going to work out, but seeing how it worked out, I think you'd have been better off with a few more hogs and a few less loons. But it was really creative. I really like the idea, coming up with new techniques and just seeing how you can pick apart a base like that. Really nice job. Looks like Heli got a 96 on that one, so we almost 3-starred all their Town Hall 9s. Really great job on this war, guys. I think everybody was pissed after losing to CW Boot Camp. And now on this one, Hose, I think he kind of fat fingered a witch there, meant to drop a minion, and he dropped a witch. So he lost a witch right off the bat there, which is kind of unfortunate. Now he goes ahead here and he opens up all 3 sections of walls. I don't know if I'm a big fan of this, because you can see that golem on the left. He ends up getting kind of stuck over there, and he's not up front tanking because of that. But he does have a couple of wizards behind him, and he's able to go ahead and take out some other buildings over there. Well, of course, they get flipped. He doesn't have a lot of hogs on this one. Now, right here you can see the ones coming in there at that 9. I think he wanted, there was a big bomb right there behind that AD, but that Tesla popped up, and then some of them got flipped, and so he wasn't able to get that little section of hogs in there to take that out. But he does get kind of lucky here. He pops one there, and then he's gonna get this one hog to run across and pop that last big bomb. Unfortunately, it does take out the wizards there that were at half health, but he has just here to go ahead and finish this up. Really nice job. Fast forward here through the cleanup. Really nice job there by Hogs. Alright, next one we come to is Puppy. Alright, looks like he's going with a Shattered Goho. Tell you what, you know, these last like 3 or 4 wars I've been really impressed. The clan has really been stepping it up. Really starting to put some nice attacks together. We've kind of gotten rid of a few people that weren't really contributing as much, and then but everybody, you know, that stayed around has just been doing an excellent job. Now, he doesn't have a poison spell there. That would have been really nice, but luckily it looked like all the clan troops locked onto his golem, so he was able to get in there and get the king and the queen. It doesn't look like he popped any big bombs though. That can always be a worry, but of course, you know, he is coming in with the surgical here. Queen's still up in the middle, just tanking that other expo over there, it looks like. Maybe there were just single bombs on here. I see one single bomb, couple single bombs going off there. I don't know, you know, people talk about, you know, it's better to have single bombs because then it makes someone use heals. Well, a lot of times if you only got like 3 or 4 hogs on an area and they get hit by a single bomb, it's really, a lot of the time it's not worth going ahead and using that heal spell there. So what happens is that you've really just wasted a big bomb. You know, I guess it's personal preference, but that's just kind of what I'm seeing. So of course this is just cleanup. Fast forward through this. Really nice by Puppy. Alright, did we already show one of Ace's attacks? I've already showed one of Ace's attacks. Alright, so we'll go on here. Very nice job though, Ace, getting the 6-star war. Alright, we got, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I always call him T-Rex. So we got T-Rex coming up. He's I think a 8.5 right now. So this is, you know, pretty developed base, maxed, or at least one max expo there. So really nice job, you know, stepping up and moving up a little bit higher in the war. Let's see what he's got going on here. Looks like another Shattered Goho wipe, or Hogo wipe, however you want to say it. Need to get that witch over there. There we go. Alright, got the witch into the poison spell. It's kind of an interesting base, but it looks like he does a really good job of you know, bringing in the surgical and just kind of tearing it apart. Just really bad big bomb spots, so the hogs are pretty much able to run all over it. But really nice job with the surgical. Heals are all in good spots. You know, he lost a few hogs to spring traps and everything, but most of his hogs were healed the entire raid. So that was a really nice job there with the surgical. And plenty of troops here for cleanup. Made cleanup really fast. Great job. Alright, we got Andrew on 13. Bringing in the redheads. Gotta love the redheads. It's kind of an interesting base to go with redheads. But obviously, you know, you can see it worked. So he's just trying to wall break into a couple of those compartments, and then a big jump spell. Kind of sacrificed that golem over there, but he was tanking a lot. Kind of interesting to see how this base wraps up. He's still got an expo over there. It's gonna be doing some damage there. Ooh, got lucky on that big bomb. Totally missed that. But really nice job there. You know, seeing an opportunity. You know, whenever you want to take out a big section, valks are definitely the way to go. You know, whenever they give you that opportunity, you know, if you can take out a big section with valks and then just use, you know, hogs or loons on the backside, it's definitely the way to go. Really nice job. Plenty of cleanup there. Another 3-star for us. Tell you what, you know, really impressed by the, oh, looks like another T-Rex. Really nice job that war. We got Jag. Yeah, it looks like, you know, shattered Goho wipe. Pretty standard here. I'm not really seeing any obvious double big bomb spots, so it's definitely a good call for this base. Going with that Goho wipe, and I like how he placed that poison spell a little bit farther back. That way, when you have those witches and those wizards sitting back there, they're able to get on them too. I see that, and I've made that mistake at first too. Like, you start putting it down where the archers or where the, you know, Freddies are up front, and then there in the back, you know, you got your witches and your wizards just sitting back, still shooting at your troops. So try to put that poison spell like you did a little bit farther back, and it'll take care of them before they even really bother your troops. Yeah, it looks like on here all the big bombs were on the outside. It's just real poor base design, but a really nice job by Jag coming in there and getting the 3-star. Alright, we got X. This is probably a Town Hall 8. I don't really show too many Town Hall 8 attacks, just because usually they're not as technically difficult. But I want to try to get X in here. He's been doing a really nice job on his wars. I like how he kind of bunched everybody up there. Didn't waste a lot of troops with that. Now, he could have saved those 2 barbs, because those wizards would eventually died there. But he just comes in a really nice surgical hog. He's been, you know, as far as Town Hall 8 surgical hogs, when he gets to Town Hall 9, he's just going to be a beast. Because he just does an excellent job on Town Hall 8 with the surgical hogs. Did lose a few there to, you know, that double big bomb at the end. But, you know, by doing the surgical, he eliminated, you know, minimalized his losses there. So got plenty of wizards, and his king's still up for cleanup. So, you know, just really nice job there. Alright, let's see what else we got. Got Rainbow Dash. Looks like he dropped down to a Town Hall 8. Euphoria, let's see, an ace drop down, and corrupted. So let's show Euphoria and corrupted, and then we'll wrap this up. Coming in here with another surgical hog. Go ahead and, nice job there going ahead and seeing that archer tower only had just a sliver of health left on it, so go ahead and take that out. It's funny, he's going at this almost as like you would do a Town Hall 9 attack, only taking out the king instead of the queen there. This poor bomb placement right there. You can see that he had all three of the big bombs there in the middle, and even one of them doubled, but just the way they were set up, they went off one at a time, and he kept them in heals the whole time. And look at this cleanup. He's got witches, he's got wizards, he's got his golem still up, his king still up. Just totally decimated this base. But I really liked how he went at it, just the same as that if you were doing a Town Hall 9 attack, with that cold-blooded entry. Really nice job. Even on Town Hall 9, if I can get the king out while taking out the queen, that's something that I like to try to do. And a lot of people don't think about that, but king, you might not do as much damage to hogs as the queen will. Now, I'm not sure there, right there when he had those all grouped up, why didn't just go ahead and drop the poison there instead of wasting the time pulling them over, because they would have all died right there. But either way, I guess it's all personal preference. But that's a few seconds that you could have saved if, you see 96, 98%. Looks like here he's just going to come in with the Asian wall. Really spread open base, so it's kind of, you're really hard to figure out exactly where your big bombs are going to be. And you got pretty nice there. This bottom portion, I'd be putting a heal right there. It's going to lose those hogs. He healed these ones over there, but he should have healed the ones there on that wizard tower, and then he would have already been on cleanup right now. I mean, it's not a big deal. He totally overpowered this base. It looks like he's even got a couple witches coming out of his clean castle right now that he's dropping to help for cleanup. So, he's got what, 4 or 5 loons up. He's got, everything going on. Totally decimated this base. I mean, well, now looking at it, it is a Town Hall 7, and maybe no, I think Corrupted's a Town Hall 8, but still, it's, whenever you see somebody just decimate a base like this, it's always fun to watch. Really nice job right there. Well, alright everybody, that's gonna wrap up this episode, and we do have I'm gonna try to catch up and get this war recap on Revolving 44 done today as well. Like I say, I'm a few wars back just because from being out of town. And then we also have a really nice war going on with I don't know, this Latino clan apparently. You see we still got like 4 more attacks by some of our higher players. I think well, we got, Adam Toll and Helly still left to attack, and Ace and Kyle still have. So we should be able to add a few more stars. I'd like to see at least try to get to 40. I mean, it's only a 15v15. We still have 8. Not sure what's going on there. Mark, he got a 96%. We've had some pretty nice wars. I snapped out of my bad streak and finally 3-starred a base. And I'll show that, in the recap on this war. So a lot of good stuff coming up for you guys. Alright, well, until next time, it's Donkey Punch signing out. Peace.